Hello.
Hello, this is YCJY. I'm Joseph and Christopher.
And Christopher.
We're just going to play 10 minutes of Sea Salt. We're going to play the forest level with the base apostle, which is Agra de Pesca. Starts off with 25 swarm. And
yeah, he's the apostle you start the game with. He's very basic. He has no like super special powers, but he's very good still. He has to start with a nice little army of swarmers.
yeah, and so in the beginning of every level, we'll have these little mood things, and then here we go. So these guys that I'm attacking now, they are the villagers, and they drop gold.
Yeah, you can if you have enough gold. I think it's 1,000 gold now. You can buy a summon, because you can increase your army when you go to the summoning circles.
Which are these?
Yeah. And they're always free. You can always go to them and get new minions if you can.
So I'll go up to it. And here you get to select new minions. So I'm gonna go with just classic cultists, ranged character. But yeah, on the top left corner you can see the gold when I pick it. When I kill a villager, or pick it, there you go. You see it. Goes up to 1,000, and I get to.
Buy a new free summon. And now he has 230 gold, so he has a little bit way to go.
So yeah, as you're seeing, what I'm doing while playing the game is I can move the marker, which is in the middle,
The yellow thing.
yeah, and then by holding down space or
The right trigger.
I'm attacking. So all the minions, they kind of want to attack anything that's around them, and they have a priority of trying to get the hunters and not barricades and all that. Then there's also the other button, which is
The left trigger.
Left trigger, yeah. And then I can keep the army together. So I'll move as slow as the slowest minion, which is really good for maneuvering through tight areas and just keeping your army together. Yeah, let's go to the next room.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the if you don't count the tutorial, this is the second level of the game.
So like the second area.
Yeah.
So here we see a lady with. Oh, you gotta watch out for those guys.
Yeah, those guys are hard.
They're really devastating against like swarm, because they die in one hit. And
Yeah, you have to avoid. You see them charging their attack, and then you shouldn't be close to them.
And now I chose flies, which are a really fast minion. So they don't do too much damage, but they're really quick. Okay, now I gotta watch out for this.
Yeah, there's a ballista here. So a good thing to do here is to use your fly. You can just move past it as well. Because there's a guy operating the ballista. If you just scare him, the ballista won't work because there's no one operating it. So that's a good thing to know on the ballistas.
Yeah, and yeah, that's scaring characters is a huge part of Sea Salt.
Yeah.
Those blue things that come out of their heads, that shows or indicate like that they're scared.
Yeah, it's like an indication that they won't attack you.
Yeah. So every type of minion, it has like a fear meter or how horrifying they are. So like cultists, for example, they're not very scary.
No, they actually have zero of the horror stat.
Because like people are just like, oh, they're just like us.
Yeah, they're crazy people.
Yeah. Well, flies maybe they don't have too much either, but
yeah, I think they have one. I think most like of the basic ones, like the worms, the swarm, the small ones, they have one, which is like they count as one scary. But then they are like, if you go to the fishmen,
yeah,
if you have them, they are way scarier. So they count as like, I think they have 5 of a horror stat now. So they count as 5 swarm. So they can scare some enemies that the swarm can't scare. But at the same time, if you have a lot of swarm, that counts to a lot of horror as well.
So I think that's some good slaughter right there.
Yeah.
And then make sure get past this. Get those guys.
Yeah, and you can look around with the right stick to see what's ahead of you. So you see there's a ballista and there's a special enemy up to the left there, which is a hunter. And this is, since this is the second level, you have encountered this type of enemies before. and they are much harder than your normal enemies, as you will see in a second.
They, unlike the other characters, they get scared, or they don't get scared.
Yeah.
So they try not to get scared. So they run around and they shoot a lot more often, as well as dodging.
Yeah.
So if you surround them, they can dodge out of your attacks. So just gotta make sure to overwhelm them completely.
Yeah.
And then it's fine.
If there are a lot of smaller enemies and maybe there are some hunters there as well, your priority should be to either dispose of the small enemies as fast as you can, or just focus everything you got on the hunter, because otherwise he will just tear through your armor.
So this is going pretty good.
Yeah, and now you actually have 1,000 golds now as well,
yeah.
so you can buy a summon.
Well, I'm just gonna kill it. And a good thing to do is to look around, to scout, if you have the gold.
Yeah.
And just be like, all right, what do I need here?
Yeah. So there are 2 lumberjacks. They're weak against ranged minions.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ranged here.
Yeah. I'll try to get more cultists.
And then I'll go.
And as of now, there's no indication of when or how you buy stuff, but it's still a work in progress, so it will be a little bit flashy up to the left when you have enough gold to buy a summon.
And I also have a summoning circle right next to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna look at what's up here. All right, there's 2 hunters.
Usually what's good against them is fast melee units, so you already have some flies, which are very good.
Maybe get more flies?
Yeah, maybe more flies, or regular swarm?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think.
Yeah, this is the other build. In the new build you get more swarm. I think they're quite weak in this one. But you should be fine.
Yeah. So here, oh no. You want to just kind of focus on one, but just to make sure that you really get him.
Yeah.
And try not to be afraid. Now I'm just push him to the corner, and he's dead.
Yeah. If you hesitate and try to avoid his attacks,
yeah, he's just gonna
he will punish you.
Yeah.
And that's also one of the things in Season. Once you realize that you actually are playing as the monsters, you shouldn't be scared of the enemies. You are the scary one.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be too forward either. Kind of careful in some respects, because if you just go charging in, if I just go and pull in, there I just died, and then I get this guy work for me. And then now what happened to my army? It's all gone.
Yeah, so that's also not.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
That's ideal.
And then now how am I gonna get these guys? I'm just looking at one, and then gone.
You have 1 fly left.
Oh, I have a fly.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But in you can just retry, and when you retry, you go straight from the last level that you were at.
Yeah, so you keep the army you had at the start of the room.
So now I can look around. I know this level. All right, there's even 2 summoning circles. This is no problem if I just take it a little easier. I'll go fly, and then I'll wait out that ballista. There's another one. I know this guy's coming. Get this guy to go attack. Possibly there. But now my army is pretty big, and I can start completely taking over.
There's 1 more lumberjack to be careful of. And when he's dead, he's just trying to chase down all the archers
And enjoy the carnage.
Yeah. Now you have another summon, and you don't know what's next. Or well, we know, but if you were here,
I'm gonna go with some more fishmen, just because.
Yeah, they're nice. They're much tankier than the swarm. They're a bit slower, but and you don't get as many, but they're very, very strong, and they're very scary.
And here we have the second hunter that's encountered.
Yeah.
So this is the shotgun guy, but he has a flamethrower. But yeah, he also doesn't get scared, and he's a bit more difficult. So you really have to try to. Oh, that's not going too well. Lost almost all my focus.
There are also some irritating Molotov throwers here. Yeah, try to take them first, maybe. This guy is way slower than the. Oops.
Oh, that was not good.
Way slower than the shotgun hunter. Whoa, yeah, you're not doing good.
No, I'm not doing good. Oh no.
Oops.
Oh. All right. Well, that's 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed those 10 minutes.
Yeah. And yeah.
I hope this kind of explains the game more, because I don't know if it's a hard game to explain like without showing really how to play. But yeah, this is sea salt. This is 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna upload some more of these videos. Maybe with some dev stuff. I'm not sure. Whatever is fun to watch.
Yep. Yeah, let us know. Just comment and yeah, tell us what you think. Bye.
Thank you.